Everybody, welcome to the first ever episode of my brand new annual Football Manager Let's Play series, Grassroots to Glory, where I'll be taking charge of my most local non-league football club and seeing if I can deliver them to dizzy new heights. Now, if that sounds like the sort of content you like to watch, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and just give me a little helping hand to reach that wider audience. Now, before we get into things, I've got a couple of thank yous to say. The first going out to the FM editors team, who have kindly personalised their extended English database to include for me real players, real staff, and the ongoing ground improvements at my chosen club. The second being DF11 Faces, who have kindly put together the face pack for my chosen club, and the third being the club itself, who have been absolutely amazing. I appreciate all the support, guys, and all the work that went on in the background to get this series off the ground. So it's time to go and find out who my chosen club are and what tier of English football they play in. So grab a brew and I'll be back in 2 ticks.
Grassroots to Glory.
Huge shout out to Raverholics Recordings for the intro music there. I'll leave links to their YouTube channel and all the downloadable content you see in this series in the description below. Now, the club I've chosen to manage play their football exactly a mile away from my front door. I've been there to see them a few times now, and most recently this channel sponsored the Man of Match award, in which I presented the Man of the Match with a bottle of bubbly on the pitch at the end of the game. Let's not wait no longer. The club I take charge of for FM22 is Moneyfields Football Club. So, after spending some time away from club football, I have replaced outgoing manager Glenn Turnbull, sorry Glenn, as I signed a 1-year contract worth £475 per week. Now, the media have already taken their first swipe at me, as they claim I lack the reputation of a promotion specialist at a club that intends to play at a much higher level of football. So, from the get-go, it is certainly up to me to prove them doubters wrong. Now it's time to get to know my new club a little bit more, and where better to start than the club information screen. Here we can see that Moneyfields are a relatively newly formed semi-professional club. They are in fact a year younger than me, only being founded in 1987 when I was just a wee lad. So being such a new club, there isn't a great deal of history to talk about. Our only notable achievement was when we finished Tier 9 runners-up for the only time in 2017. But an empty trophy cabinet isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just means I've got a blank canvas to really write my legacy. So we play our football in the Wessex League Premier Division after being relegated from the Southern League Premier South last season. And with the media predicting us to finish second, they share the same ideas as me as we look to gain promotion at the first attempt. Now you can see at the bottom centre of the screen here, as always, I've had the genius that is FMCustomKits replicate this beautiful kit that I am wearing here, kindly sent to me by the club themselves. A look at our facilities now, and we play our home games at the 2,000 capacity Moneyfields Sports Ground. But as I mentioned in the intro, the FM editors team have kindly added the real life ground improvements into this series, so we are due to move into the 2,500 capacity John Jenkins Stadium, ready for the start of season 2. Now, for those of you that don't know, John Jenkins was a local veteran who sadly passed away at the age of 100 in 2019, so it is a very fitting tribute that the club should name the new stadium after him, given that he was such a big pillar of the local community. Now, the rest of our facilities, we possess basic junior coaching, limited youth recruitment, we have poor training facilities and poor youth facilities. This is something that I will be looking to pump any money that we make into. So if we do manage to reach the Football League, we have some form of structure already built. So the club vision now and the club culture is to strive to make progress on and off the pitch. Well, that matches my intentions perfectly. As I've already said, I want to build the structure of the club. I want to take them as far as I can and use that black canvas of a trophy cabinet that I mentioned earlier to build my legacy at this club. So the 5-year plan, they want me to work within the wage budget, and by the end of the current season, they want us to win promotion from the Wessex League Premier Division. They want us to reach the first qualifying round minimum of the FA Cup. 4th round of the FA Vase minimum, and then not too fussed about the Wessex League Cup. But again, I will be striving to fill that trophy cabinet. So any trophy is a welcome trophy for me. So the end of the current season is when my contract expires. I'm hoping that I can impress enough in the first season to warrant being offered a new contract. So the finances now, they're not in too bad a state considering how low we're playing. We have an overall balance of just over £1,000. We have no transfer budget, but we have just under £110 per week to play with in wages. So again, looking to save money to build the structure of the club. A lot of my contracts will be semi-professional, amateur. If they do get paid, it will be more of a performance-based contract rather than a set weekly wage. So they'll have appearance fees, goal bonuses as such, as we look to maintain as much money in the balance as we can to build a club for the Football League. So now we know a little bit more about my new club, let's go and meet the squad. Here at Moneyfields Football Club, we have 3 squads. We have the first team, we have the under-23s, and we have the under-18s, which is ideal because, like I said before, I want to use what money we make to improve the structure of the club and the facilities, etc. I just feel if we do that, then the quality of youth coming through the ranks and making it to the first team will improve, meaning we spend less on transfers and we can pump more into the team, much like they do in real life. At Moneyfields, they actually run down to the under-6s. They're a very youth-focused club. So that is going to be my intentions for this series as well. And by the time we hopefully reach the Football League, we should be in a better position with a better structure, better youth coming through, and effectively making it into the first team, improving that as well. So that's the plan. So now we'll run through what I consider to be our better players in the first team. And we start with 31-year-old goalkeeper Tom Price. He has a current ability of 4 stars. At the age he is, he's not going to improve. His potential is also 4.5 stars. Next up is 22-year-old right back Harry Birmingham. He has a current ability of 3.5 star with the potential to grow to a 5-star player for us. On the other side of the defence is 29-year-old left back Ellis Martin. He has a current ability of 4 stars. He has reached his peak. His potential ability also 4 stars. Next up is 24-year-old central midfielder George Molyneux. He has a current ability of 4 stars, but he has potential to be a 5-star player, as does the player alongside him, 22-year-old Harry Bedford. He has a current ability of 3 stars, but like I just said, he has the potential to be another 5-star player for us. Up top is the main man, Steve Hutchdog Hutchins, the 30-year-old striker. He's our main attacking threat. He has a 4.5 star current ability. Being 30 years old, again, he won't improve greatly, but his potential is 4.5 star also. But we do have 2 other good strikers in our first team. We have 29-year-old Tyler Murray, a 4 star current ability, and also 4-star potential. And 26-year-old striker Michael Dark. He has a 3.5 star current ability with the slight potential to improve, with his potential being 4 star. So now we're going to go and have a look what we've got in our under-23 squad. And as you can see, it is absolutely full of potential. I'm not going to run through them all because there's a fair few there, but there's a couple that stand out who could make their way into the first team this season, and that is Kieran Dowell, the 22-year-old right back, has a 2.5 star current ability with the potential to be a 4.5 star right back. And left back Elliot Turnbull, 2.5 star current ability, 4.5 star potential. There's a couple more I like the looks of, and that is Jordan Powell, the central midfielder, 21-year-old. He has 2-star current ability, with the potential to be a 5-star midfielder. And striker Josh Bailey, the 19-year-old, has 2-star current ability, and again has 5-star potential. There's a lot of potential in this squad. There's a few that look close to the first team, so I'll try and get them out on loan. to either a club in our division or the division below, to get them a bit of first team football, see if they can develop, as we won't be using all these players in season 1. So now let's go and have a look in our under 18s. So again, the under 18 squad here at Moneyfields is absolutely littered with potential. So I'm not going to run through them all, but there is a couple that I think could be training with the first team squad this season, or maybe heading out on loan to get some valuable game time and experience. They are Darren McClay-Hodge, the 17-year-old central defender, has 1.5-star current ability, but the potential to be a 5-star centre-back and leader for this team. The second is Hudson Leray, the left wing-back. He's 17. He has 1.5-star current ability and 4.5-star potential. He could really rival for the starting spot at left back. There's a few more I think might go out on loan. Again, I just want to get them playing, get them developing, because as I've said before, I really plan to utilise all 3 squads throughout this series and hopefully produce some absolute gems to help us climb the footballing pyramid. So there we have it, folks. We've found out a little bit about Moneyfields FC. We've met the 3 squads. So that pretty much rounds it up for episode 1. So we're going to set a little goal here. If we can get the small number of 15 likes by 4 o'clock today, I will release episode 2 at 6 o'clock featuring the first game of the season. So if you've enjoyed today's video, you know what to do, guys. Give it a big fat thumbs up. And while you're there, subscribe to the channel and check the description below for all my socials. If you could give them a follow, it'd be brilliant. So that's all from me today, guys. Thank you for watching. There's just one thing left to say. Up the monies!